I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're diving into a thrilling adventure with an amazing author. His name is Stephen P. Gower, and he has penned a powerful book. It is called The Secrets of the Majestic Meridian. This heart-pounding novel takes readers deep into the Atlantic Ocean, where a lost treasure of rare 1933 double eagle gold coins could rewrite history. But danger is never far behind as ruthless criminals and high stakes chases push our heroes to the brink in this must read page turner. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below the interview. And be sure to download the Spotlight Network TV app, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Steve, thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the rare 1933 double eagle gold coins that are central to this book. Are you into numismatics, or tell us a
No.
little bit what the inspiration was there?
Well, the inspiration for the book, growing up, I think, we all as kids, liked a good treasure story, finding a pirate's treasure map, X marks the spot, digging up that pot of gold. Um, what I first heard about these coins probably about 15 years ago, when I heard about the story about how one sold it at auction for close to $7.5 million, or a little over that. And then later in 2021, it sold again for close to $19 million.
Mm.
And I did some research on these coins, just understand why would this coin be so rare.
Mm.
Well, during 1933, the president issued a executive order to halt gold hoarding, to take control of the economy, which stopped the circulation of these gold coins.
Mm.
And so I just thought that if there were more coins out there, it'd be a great idea for a book. And I put together a story that once I figured out a way to make it believable that somebody could find these coins and cash in on them without there being theft involved, I put pen to paper and I wrote the book.
That's a great idea. That's the holy grail, if you will, what Jack and Emma and others are searching for. Tell us about Jack and Emma. They are dynamic characters. Are they based on real people or entirely fictional?
These two characters are entirely made up. Just I wanted to have a couple, as opposed to one main character. I want to have two main characters throughout the book, kind of playing off each other, as they look for the coins.
Yeah. The book is just absolutely filled with action from kidnapping to car chases. Tell us a little bit about drawing from your imagination and real life events to make these episodes and these passages feel real.
Uh, as I wrote the book, I want to put humor in the book. I wanted to, make the readers, keep reading it. I wanted to keep it exciting. So, I mean, I just came up with different scenarios that, possibly could have happened when you're in a treasure hunt, especially when you have an evil force after you trying to get the coins from you. So, I mean, but I want them to be fun. I want the readers to have a good time reading the book.
Oh, they absolutely will. This is like a roller coaster ride, no doubt. Who is your target audience?
I think people out there that like a good treasure story, or people out there who are maybe into coin collecting, because these coins are rare.
Yeah. Or just like a fun read. I mean, it's a real page turner, and I think people enjoy reading a novel that is just, blissful to read, as this one is. Talk to us a little bit about the villain, Ablu or Oblu. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly.
Well, that's a couple of people want to know how that's pronounced. I always say Oblo, but that's just what it was, how it was in my mind. But I guess
Yeah.
however the reader wants to say it is good for him, or them. Uh, I wanted a bad guy in the book. I wanted to be somebody who also had interest in these coins, and and so I came up with Oblo. I just had to have a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us about Ablo and tell us what makes him such a bad guy and such a compelling character.
Well, I think he's greedy. He's always his holy grail was always to find something big like these coins. And when Jack and Emma, who to him are nobodies, stumble upon these coins, he just like he can't believe that their luck they get them. Well, this is something he's been looking for his whole life. So him and his cohort Sticky, they set out to stop Jack and Emma from getting the coins and get them from them.
Yeah. Whether it's the Black Bird in the Maltese Falcon or the Holy Grail in Indiana Jones, there's always this great pursuit of treasure in a lot of popular culture fiction, particularly in movies. So let me ask you, have you envisioned this as a film?
It started out as a bucket list item to become a published author. I turn 66 end of next week or end of this month.
Mhm.
For it to become a movie, I think that would be great. I mean, it'd be beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah. Well, the work is out there, which is step one. You put the work out there, you never know whose hands it's going to wind up in. So hopefully it winds up in the right person's hand and that phone rings someday and they want to turn it into a film because it would be a terrific film. So this was a bucket list thing. Get a book published. You got it published now. Are there more books to come?
Well, the book is titled The Secrets of the Majestic Meridian. And as you read the book, it does uncover more than just secrets for the coins. It does kind of uncover other secrets, which will lead into a second book. And I think the readers will pick up on that. And I am currently working on the second book.
Wonderful, wonderful. And where will the second book take us?
Mostly over in Europe, Scotland, Italy area.
Okay. Do you think you'll have to do some field research, maybe go over to Scotland, Italy, and Europe to make sure you're getting everything correctly?
I would love to. I've never
Yeah.
been over there, but again, I would really like to go over there.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah.
you should. I think it'd be great field research. I think you'd find a lot of inspiration. I was in Scotland this fall and I was taken back by its beauty. Everybody talks about Italy and other places, but Scotland was just gorgeous. So that would be a great place to make a little excursion and a little research for your book. Do you have a working title for your second book?
It's called Crystal Haven, The Legend of the Lost Stones.
Wonderful, wonderful. And the Lost Stones will be the next Holy Grail that Jack and Emma are looking for?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you envisioned if these two were movie stars, who they would be? Have you cast them yet?
Uh, you know, I like to see, possibly Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt. I mean, they have good chemistry on screen.
Yeah, that sounds great. You've got the great cast already put together. So I think that's terrific. Tell us a little bit about what your writing habits are like. Do you write it longhand? Do you write it on the computer? Do you write in the morning? Tell us about your writing.
It's mostly on the computer. I mean, I do when an idea comes up, I jot it down or to text myself a message just so it's fresh in my mind when I go to write it down. I mean, write that part in the story.
Gotcha.
But it is a process, and this is like I said, my first book, but it was enjoyable to do, and and as I'm writing, I was kind of amazed how, as I'm writing the book, how easy it was. Not I won't say easy, but how the story just kept developing itself.
Yeah. That's the thing. It kind of takes on a life of its own once you start setting up the characters, the settings, the parameters of what they're looking for. And next thing you know, things are happening you never expected to happen. And I think that's the wonder and the thrill of writing, right?
Yeah, you have an idea in mind, and as you put it down, I mean, I found myself going back and forth in chapters because something I figured out I want to do in one chapter, I had to go back and kind of set it up in another. So
Hmm.
it was challenging, but it was also enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Who was your first reader? Do you give it to somebody chapter by chapter, page by page, or waited for it to be complete? Who was your first reader?
There was a girl that I work with who, she would kind of spot check some of my stories. I make sure that I was staying in line. He wasn't getting too crazy.
Okay. And her 5 stars from her for this book?
Yeah, she really enjoyed the book. Yes.
Okay, good, good. Well, I think other people will enjoy the book as well, and other people will give it 5 stars. I know I do. It is truly an enjoyable read, a thrilling read. The name of the book is The Secrets of the Majestic Meridian. It is a heart-pounding novel that takes readers deep into the Atlantic Ocean, where a lost treasure of rare 1933 double eagle gold coins could rewrite history. But danger is lurking, never far behind, as ruthless criminals and high-stake chases push our heroes to the brink in this must-read page-turner that is highly recommended by the Spotlight Network. Steve, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much for having me.
My pleasure, sir. Appreciate your insight and your backstories to the folks at home. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on Spotlight.